some more of the sad vegan stories, and I haven't made one of these in a little minute because I kind of forgot, but now I'm back to it. So I'm just gonna get into a few of these comments. This comment says, "Stop! I injured myself at gym within my first year of being vegan. Never healed. I stopped being vegan 5 years later. 8 years since my injury, and now I'm chronically ill with fibromyalgia. I was a fit and strong girl. I loved fitness. I loved sports. Now I can barely do the grocery shopping with Panadols. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a medication. I take 2 to 8 a day. My roommate was vegan for 15 years. He still stocks the fridge with fake meat, fake cheese, fake ranch, fake milk, yet constantly steals my real meat, real cheese, and real milk when he gets high. It's like when he's high, his body takes over and forces him to eat real food. LOL. I wish I was lying." So he hasn't been vegan for 15 years. He hasn't been vegan for 15 years if he keeps getting high and eating non-vegan food, but he probably still runs around and claims to be vegan for 15 years. And undoubtedly, he remembers eating all those real meat, real cheese, and real milk when he's high. He remembers eating that. So he's not going to restart his vegan clock, is he? I lost 5 teeth over 7 years of veganism. Thank FK, I've pulled myself out of that misery hell call I was in. Yeah, I lost 4 teeth over 6.5 years. My best friend's life partner is gradually dying of end-stage veganism. White as a sheet. All hair fell out, including eyebrows. Teeth are rotting and crumbling. Altered mental state. Poor comprehension. This stubborn spouse still will not consider a change of diet because they are convinced that eating meat will cause cancer. It's like watching suicide in slow motion. You're so afraid of that, but meanwhile, you are losing your comprehension. Your body's rotting. Your bones are probably crumbling as well. Oh, your hair fell out. So you think this is either this is your option, or you think meat is going to automatically give you cancer. Those are only options in life. You think humans are meant to be sick, basically. We would be extinct if that was the case. My in-laws were juicing. This might have been a video about Fully or Christina. My in-laws were juicing. When I say Fully or Christina, it's because this little image over here, I can't remember because some of these are old. So it must have been a video where Fully or Christina was making one of her oxalate drinks. My in-laws were juicing like 10 years and telling us how healthy it is. Now, after being in hospital over 30 days, they don't touch juice. So was it both of them? Wow, blocked kidneys are not reversible. Now they finally believe me. Feeling sorry for them, but if they only listen, and this madness, women like Crazy Christina, yeah, it was a Christina video, is literally making people sick. I had an old friend claim to be vegan. She told me she ate a steak after a particularly heavy menstrual cycle because flesh begets flesh. This sounds like a hotep girl, but that's just what my mind tells me. And she felt she needed it. She still marketed herself as a vegan coach online. Yeah. So y'all out here listening to these vegan coaches saying, "Oh, I'm vegan. Look at how nice I look and how clear my skin is, all that." Never mind when they get super heavy bleeding periods. Hey, flesh begets flesh. Cram down this steak. Pop back up online vegan. Fresh as new. I stopped believing every vegan online. Much like these people, because they feel very weak. They feel a weak moment of eating steak, fish, or dairy doesn't count. Oh, they're all over Reddit. Where they're having incidences. They're having, quote unquote slip ups, or I made a mistake. I was feeling really tired, or I was sleepwalking, or I was high, or I was drunk, or I just, I was feeling so much anxiety and I lost my best friend. I lost my grandma. I lost my X, Y, and Z. And it was just a moment. And then, but they're still vegan online. Poor thing. There's a, wait, did I read this one before? I don't know if I shared this story before, but there is a vegan woman at our play group. I think this is the last one I'll read because I don't want this to be too long. But there's a vegan woman at our play group, and her daughter is tiny, very small and frail. She only allows very small amounts of vegan foods. Says people eat too much food. She herself is emaciated too. Poor child. Somebody told me about a kid, a toddler with an ED already. I was like, I don't know if I believe that, but now I kind of do. Because they told me that, and I'm not going to get into that right now. Actually, let me just briefly run over what they were telling me. But it's basically like a child. I think child was like 3 or 4 with an ED, and was upset by kids that were like enjoying food that were kind of like on the chunkier side, and they were just like, they didn't like to see like happy, well-fed kids or something. And they were eating very little, and the mom was at rice cakes in the kitchen. It was really, really sad, and it was so sad that I almost couldn't believe it. I couldn't wrap my head around a child that small being offended by, you know, rosy cheeks and happy kids eating. But let me just get back into this comment, okay? She herself is emaciated too. Her baby has a chromosomal disorder. I know the symptoms and manifestations of this disorder. A huge head and a pot belly with loose skin and no buttocks is not part of the disorder. She's starving. She spoon fed him jarred carrot baby food and was talking about how her doctor says he needs a G tube to get more nutrition into him. I wonder if the doctor knows what the baby's being fed. I wonder if the doctor knows if the mom's feeding him very little, like vegetables and stuff. They need to take the child away. That's Alsk Notva, common issue associated with this condition. I don't know what that means. He's starving. Maybe they meant to write that's not a common condition. That's not a common issue associated with his condition. He's starving. He could be doing so much better if he just had nutrition. Yeah. It sounds like she's going to, cause a great deal of destruction, and she's going to be responsible for caring for him for the rest of his life and taking away any potential that he has at all. Very, very sad. But that's it for this, sad vegan stories.